On Taiwan Talk this week.
We can't say that Taiwan and Ukraine have the same conditions right now and in the past because we have a lot of differences, very significant.
Ukrainian analyst Mariia Makarovych chose to make Taiwan her temporary home just over half a year ago. She talks about what drew her here, the lessons she learned, and how she copes with a loved one on the front line of a war with Russia that continues to this day.
I came to Taiwan first time like 1.5 years ago. It was business trip with my, for now, former colleagues. And then when I was here like first time, just for 1 week, I realized that every single person whom I met tried to show me this support as a Ukrainian for my country, for me as a personality, and tried to help somehow. And this pleased me so much because I have never met such attitude, such open attitude, and so much caring. This was the first sign when I decided that, okay, I need to learn more about Taiwan. Then I came here again to Taiwan with my colleagues, and I met the same attitude. So I decided to find the opportunity to live here for a while at least, just to understand this country better, people better, and try to help Ukraine and Taiwan to become closer.
How does it feel for you to be so far away from everything that's happening in your country?
It's pretty hard, actually. I can't complain because I'm living good life, but I am so far away from my family and my partner. He's a military personnel and he's in Ukraine now on the front line. So understanding all these facts, it's hard to be so far away without easy opportunity to visit my family. But before my flight here, we talked with my family and with my partner, and we decided that this is great possibility for me to achieve my goal. So that is why they even tried to push me and to make this final decision to move to Taiwan. So I'm really grateful to them about this because of this. So soon I will be in Ukraine. I will spend there like almost whole summer, and I will be with my family and with my partner. So this is something that I'm really looking for.
When you came here, did you have a wish list of things you wanted to accomplish for yourself and on behalf of your country?
I am from Ukraine, obviously, and it's hard for us to make this long-term wish list with certain offers or certain goals. I mean, I wanted to do something good for both countries, and I just try to understand how can I do this here. So for now, I think I achieved a lot because we have been working on a new project with Taiwan and with Ukraine right now, and we did a lot to make our countries closer. But I can't say that I had like a to-do list what I want to achieve because I'm not used to this because 10 years ago I had a lot of dreams, a lot of lines on my wish list, but then first stage of war started and I needed to change everything. Then COVID, and I needed to change everything again, and then full-scale invasion. So I decided that, okay, I just live my life. I am trying to do whatever I can just to make this world better, but I can say that I have like dreams, certain dreams, goals, just big one, and we just try to find out what little steps we can do now toward to this big goal.
What were you doing in Ukraine before you moved back to, what did you do in Ukraine before you moved to Taiwan?
I was an analyst and I am still an analyst. And before full-scale invasion, I worked mostly with local self-government bodies. I have been analyzing the transparency level. I try to teach local communities how to use all democracy tools, local democracy tools, and also analyze like themes about economy and about reforms that connected with local local communities. But when full-scale invasion started, I tried to concentrate on two main topics for my work. This is propaganda issues, Russian propaganda issues, and economy issues, Ukrainian economy. After this, I joined European think tank, and I kept doing this. And after my first visit to Taiwan, I decided to use my knowledge in economy and in propaganda to analyze China's threats and possibilities to reapproach cooperation with Taiwan for Ukraine.
Do you see any parallels between Taiwan and Ukraine? Because at the beginning of the war, everyone were drawing these parallels, and maybe it was inevitable, maybe it was not. But given that you've got this official background, you've got this government background, can you think about?
I want to say that on expert level, we can't say that Taiwan and Ukraine have the same conditions right now and in the past, because we have a lot of differences, very significant, like economical, geographical, historical, political, you name it. But we also have like several very noticeable similarities, like autocracy near our borders and try to occupy us. No matter what. Such noticeable big similarity made our countries much more closer. I think that is why Taiwanese society candidate for Ukraine so loudly and almost immediately when the full-scale invasion started. Also, I can mention this similarity when we are fighting not only for physical like freedom, but also for economical freedom. We are fighting to keep our identity for democratic values. And I think many people in the Western world and democratic countries like in Europe or USA, they don't know how to fight physically for democracy. And unfortunately, in Taiwan and in Ukraine, we understand how it looked like. So this makes us, I think, closer.
The war has been going on for 2.5 years now. What are your thoughts on this? From an outsider looking in, it's very painful to see.
Yes, and also considering the fact that I'm from Eastern Ukraine, it was 10 years ago, a very dangerous part of Ukraine, and still even more dangerous for now. It's hard for me to be so far away and just to watch it just via my phone or in the news pages. I'm not a military expert, and I can't say what will happen next and when we will win over the Russians or what we need to do for this. I just try to do what I can to make this closer, at least on my level. And I know that a lot of Ukrainians and foreigners all around the world do the same right now.
You're leaving in a month. What is the one thing that you would take back as a memory of Taiwan?
From Taiwan? Oh my gosh, I even don't know. I mean, I'm not so romantic person who has a lot of such symbolic things, but probably just the most important thing, this is memory, because here I met so many like remarkable people. I can't explain you how important they are for our countries, for the world, and their activities. It's just awesome.
You were listening to Ukrainian analyst Mariia Makarovych. And that does it for this week's edition of Taiwan Talk. I'm Hope Ngo. Thank you for tuning in.